President Trump appears to have come up with a new strategy for dealing with the North Korean leader, name-calling. And it seems he may have settled on a particular favorite, that being Rocket Man.
You can't have madmen out there shooting rockets all over the place. Rocket Man should have been handled a long time ago.
The Russian foreign minister has urged the U.S. and North Korea to end their provocative exchanges in favor of a crisis prevention dialogue. Sergei Lavrov was speaking at a media briefing at the UN General Assembly. Caleb Maupin reports.
In Donald Trump's United Nations General Assembly speech, he referred to Kim Jong-un as Rocket Man and talked about the possibility of totally destroying North Korea. Then there was a response from North Korea's leader. Kim Jong-un said that Donald Trump was mentally deranged. He called him a rogue, and he used the Old English term dotard to refer to Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump has shot back and referred to Kim Jong-un as a madman. Now, as these heated words and accusations and threats are being exchanged, the Russian foreign minister was taking questions from reporters at the UN headquarters in the press briefing room, and he touched quite a bit on the crisis on the Korean peninsula.
It's unacceptable to silently watch North Korea's nuclear test, but it's equally unacceptable to start a war on the Korean peninsula. China and Russia will continue to insist on a more reasonable approach, in contrast to the emotional one we see now, where they behave like children fighting each other in kindergarten and nobody can stop them. It's necessary to cool those hot heads. We need a pause. We need dialogue.
One thing that was raised is that from the beginning of the crisis, Russia and China have had a joint proposal for what they call a double freeze. They've called for South Korea to end its provocative military exercises, and in exchange, North Korea would end its nuclear proliferation and its provocative missile tests. This proposal from Russia and China seems pretty straightforward, but no one seems to be taking that proposal seriously. So a lot of interesting comments from Sergei Lavrov, but specifically talking about the Korean crisis. He was saying people need to be mature and they need to focus on diplomatic solutions and not the intensification we've been seeing.